conclusion, it is the United States' fault that our troops are being sent to Russia.
War is bad. The U.S. shouldn't be involved in the Russian Revolution.
Throw it down again. Okay. They're going against the war! They're urging production of war materials! Get them! You're coming with me to court! No! Do the amendments of the ES Plunge Act or the application of your case violate the free speech clause of the First Amendment? My conclusion is no. They are constitutional. What was the purpose of the fires?
We made them to trigger revolution.
Yeah, along with strike and hopefully starting the production of more war materials. These were made to encourage war resistance and war production?
Yes.
It's final. You are both sentenced to 20 years in prison. Socialism, socialism, socialism. Everyone, take one. Shut down the government.
I got it!
Take one, take one.
I want another one!
Shut down the government.
Gitlow is a hazard to the safety and happiness of our government for the future.
I really hope this doesn't start an uprising against our government. You will be convicted for violating the state legislature. But New York has violated my constitutional rights. The First Amendment of the United States claims that all citizens are awarded with free speech. You, Benjamin Gitlow, are in fact guilty for the crimes you've committed.
January 9, 1919, Charles Schenck, a socialist, was arrested for organizing a protest against the military draft that was held for World War I. During this protest, Charles Schenck distributed about 2,000 pamphlets to citizens that stated that the draft was a form of slavery and should be outlawed.
This draft is a form of slavery and should be abolished. This is a free country. We should choose whether or not we should participate in war. You're being arrested. Why am I being arrested? You're violating the First Amendment, the freedom of speech and expression. Well, you're violating the Espionage Act, sir.
It says here that you were passing out pamphlets to citizens protesting against the draft. Were you or were you not?
Yes, I was, but there's nothing wrong with that. This is going against my natural born rights. You're not allowed to censor my writing. This draft is a form of slavery. You're forcing men to go into war without giving them a say. The government needs to put an end to this draft.
The government may have the power to avoid recruitment, but they also have the power to punish someone who uses words that cause obstructions. Now the question is whether the words are used to create a clear and present danger that they will bring about the substantive evils that Congress has the right to prevent.
The Espionage Act that was passed in 1917 states that the protest or form of anti-government speech must be in line with the U.S. ability to protect the well-being of citizens. The federal government believes that a person trying to spark a violent movement or an uproar violates the act.
The 13th Amendment protects my writing. The 13th Amendment prohibits slavery and forced services such as military draft and forced enlistments. This should be classified as slavery.
Charles Shank's writing was a threat to our country's safety and well-being for our people. His actions and expressions were dangerous. I declare the defendant guilty.
The decision was made on March 3, 1919, with 9 votes for U.S. and 0 against. As Supreme Court of Justice, Oliver Wendell Holmes, Jr. spoke as an anonymous court and said that Shank was not protected, also that the conviction was constitutional.